Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in one more time. And today's topic of the day is I751 timeline, which is again a crowd favorite. So I751 is removal of conditions on your 2-year temporary green card. And we will today talk about the timeline, my timeline from application to fingerprinting and to getting your approved green card. So without wasting further time, let's go check it out. But just one point before that, if you are here for the very first time, do hit the subscribe button and I would really appreciate if you do that. Let's check it out. So the first resource I always go to is the USCIS website itself. Here you can go and check the case processing times, go into the website and select I-751 petition to remove conditions on your permanent residency, and you can go ahead and check your own field office. So you might have sent it to some address based on your location. My application was initially sent to the Vermont Center. So I will select the field office as Vermont Service Center, and it will give you a processing time of roughly 10 to 16 and a half months. And I appreciate that mine was within this. There might be certain cases where you might see your cases go a little bit beyond that. Might be due to various reasons, the visa that you entered or any other information that they need sometimes. Later, actually, when I noticed they actually sent my application due to excess volumes in the Vermont Center to Potomac Center, which actually has even more time, that it takes more time, 20 to 24 months than the other ones. But I think they do a fairly accurate job of doing it. So the other resource I usually refer to is the Citizen Path website, where they give you the timeline. So approximately 4 to 6 weeks after filing, you receive your I-797, which is super important. So once your green card expires, you can use this to travel in and out of United States. So keep hold of that. And then for 6 to 8 weeks after filing your biometrics, you are bound to get a appointment for fingerprinting. So you will get it approximately 6 to 8 weeks after filing. And then the biometrics appointment itself will be potentially a month from that date that you receive that notice. So approximately 7 to 10 weeks after filing. So once you finish that, based on what documents you sent or if documents were missing, you might potentially get a request for additional evidence, or RFE in simple terms, and you might have to send whatever they ask. And that'll be approximately 2 to 10 months after filing based on when they pick up your application. So make sure you do that. And once that is completed, and in case they feel there is a need for interview, there are chances that you might be called for interview if you do not have enough evidence to prove that it's a bona fide marriage. And keep an eye on that. Some people get it, some people don't. It's up to the individual, and it is very important to attend it. So do not miss it, and failure to attend this interview might potentially cancel your temporary green card status, and you will not be able to stay in United States anymore. So that's the story behind that. And after 12 to 18 months after filing, after all the paperwork and process, this might be potentially your last big application before the N400, and it is approximately between 12 to 18 months as shown on the website. And I feel this is also a fair depiction of what happens usually. So that's how it looks, and I am going to share my own timeline here so you can quickly check it out. Again, timelines may vary. This is just my own experience. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys. So let's begin. So you would send in your application, and I sent mine on, I think, March 29th, 2019. After that happened, I did get a text message that it was received, everything looks good, on April 3rd, roughly 1 week from that. And then after a few days, I received the physical mail. And then approximately a month or like 7 weeks from that timeline, April 19th, I got the request for fingerprinting. And the date for fingerprinting was again like a month from that notice date, and that was on May 6th. As you will see here, I went to the ASC that was suggested in that notice, and I attended that. Do not miss it. Do go and give your fingerprint. And then after that, there was a period of complete silence, roughly 12 months to be honest. And I did travel in the interim, and I used that I797 to travel. And then after 1 year, roughly 12 months, I received my update that new card is being produced. Everything looked good. I did not have an interview, but again, it's up to case by case basis on if you may or may not need an interview or RFE and whatnot. So again, that varies. In my case, it did not. And then after that, my online status quickly changed in a day or two to green. Your application is approved, green card is approved in a day on May 12th. And in a couple of days, I received the mail through USPS, and I received my 10-year permanent green card. So I think that was my timeline. I hope this video helps you a little bit. It clears out a little bit of doubt. And this was again asked by a lot of my subscribers and my viewers who comment on each of my videos, and I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me so much through the last 18 months. And I've gone on a mission to help as many people as I can with these videos, and I'm so glad that it's actually helping a lot of you. And thank you so much for always watching, subscribing and sharing. And I see you guys helping me out so much, and I really appreciate that. And if this video was super helpful, do drop in a comment and let me know what your comments and feedback are. I really read each and every single one of them. I really hope this helped you and at least help you gauge what your timeline looks like in your process. And thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon in the next video. Take care. Ciao.